Welcome back to the College Football Game Night. It might be the College Football Game Night show, but the biggest games in the state today were actually happening at the high school level. From championship matchups to underdog stories, a few of our local teams were looking to take home state titles, and the action didn't disappoint. We've got all the highlights and standout performances you need to see from across Oregon's high school football scene. So let's start on the 3A level. Number 3 Henley taking on number 1 seed Cascade. Second quarter, Cascade already a big 24-0. How about some play action? Fakes out the cameraman, and Matthew Hinkle 57 yards on the reception. Cascade is cruising, and a few plays later, why not? Hinkle caps off the drive, punches it in the end zone for 6. Cascade extends their lead. Now to the third quarter, Cade Corson is going to keep this one himself. 21 yards to the house, his third total touchdown on the day. Cascade is running away with this one, now out front 39-0 over the Hornets. And later on in the third, Bryce Kunzel from 20 yards out will not be taken down and gets in for his second touchdown on the day. Cascade wins big, taking home the state title 52-0 over Henley. And Cascade Christian looking for a perfect ending to a perfect season. And there's just one more team in their way, and that's number 3 Burns. It starts off perfectly. Jack Wright rolling out, but Bryson Walker gets the tipped pass and takes it all the way back. We'll see more of him later. Burns up by 1 with seconds left in the first half. Derek Farmer calls his own number and finds the end zone. 15-8 challengers at the half. And in the third quarter now, Farmer finds Alex Fianaka for one of his 2 receiving touchdowns on the night. This one puts the challengers up 22-8. Fianaka absolutely hyped up after that one, and so is Cascade Christian. Burns keeps it close down the stretch, but who is it? Bryson Walker finds the end zone, and the challengers hang on down the stretch and are your 3A state champions. The final 35-28. Now to the 2A title game, a rematch between Lost River and Heppner. The Raiders looking for revenge, and it starts out great for them. First drive, and Kyle Diaz finds Drew McDonald, who breaks the tackle and makes a move into base to find the end zone, and the Raiders go up 6-0. But late in the second quarter, the Raiders threatening to score again. Diaz on the option finds Connor Guthrie, who punches it in. Now let's fast forward to the fourth after this play. Heppner starting to make a comeback here, and the Mustangs take the lead with less than 4 minutes left on this Kalen Proudfoot pass to Trip Stewart. What a play, but the Raiders not quite done yet. Less than a minute left, and Diaz rolls out and finds Kellen Dunley wide open, and into the end zone he goes. This would be the game-winning touchdown, and for the third time in 4 years, the Lost River Raiders are your Oregon 2A state champions. The final 24-22. So how do the Raiders plan on celebrating this win?
I'm honestly, realistically, I'm probably just going to take a fat nap. I think that I'm just going to relax and stop stressing about all the little stuff, and I'm just going to live it up, I guess.
You know, I think I'm just going to take a nap. Because it's kind of exhausting to get to this point. So, nope, I'm just going to let the kids enjoy it, and I'm super, super proud of them.
And now in 1A 8-man, number 4 Cross Point Christian taking on number 2 Adrian. First quarter, Manny Mulroney hurdles the defense, finds his lane, and he's gone, folks. 30 yards to the house to kick this thing off. Adrian jumps in front 8-0. Second quarter now, Isaiah Rue up the middle, but oh no, he loses the ball, and it's recovered by Sylvester Rico Jr. He takes it back 45 yards before he gets caught from behind, and Adrian finds themselves within striking distance. Ensuing drive, Cash Medford gets around the outside, and he will go untouched. Nobody can get to him. He finds his way in for 6. Adrian taking the charge in this game. To the fourth quarter we go. Adrian on top 38-0. Sylvester Rico Jr. flies in for one more, and Adrian is your 1A 8-man state champion. 44-8 the final score. Now, but a much tougher day for Crow High School, who came into Saturday's matchup embracing that underdog role in the 1A 6-man state championship. The Cougars ran into powerhouse Harper Charter Squad that put at one of the most dominant title game performances in Oregon history. Harper rolled to an 81-0 win, setting multiple championship records, including the largest point differential ever in an Oregon State football final. Still, despite the loss, Crow's season was a success, riding momentum all the way to the championship and finishing 9-3 after a remarkable playoff run. And in case you missed it yesterday, 5 and 6A champions were crowned. We'll start over in 6A. Central Catholic taking on Lake Oswego. Opening drive, Lakers land a haymaker. Hudson Curlin delivers a bomb to Jalen Bauman. 55-yard touchdown, 7-0 Lakers. Now, Justin Craigwell bounces outside and rolls in for one of his 2 touchdowns on the day, and Lake Oswego takes the cake 35-6, the final championship, number 3 under head coach Steve Curry. And in 5A, number 1 Summit taking on number 2 Silverton. We'll start in the second quarter for this one. Summit on top 7-0, but here comes Silverton. Chase Dominguez lets it fly and hits Gavin Arguro, 37-yard touchdown. Silverton would hit the gas from there. Dominguez this time connects with Nash Moser for another touchdown. Silverton would score 21 straight points and go on to take home the 5A state title. That's the 3rd in program history and the very first since 2021.